YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Dell with another DWT, and sometimes you just gotta go back into the vault and rewatch history. I was looking back, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels in Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood, and I believe Kane actually had one of the greatest debuts of all time. Without question. Without question, I don't think anyone has had a better debut in wrestling than Kane. If we sit down and look at the magnitude of his debut, he interrupted a main event that was already in the bag. Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, they ran their course. They had the match. All we needed was one tombstone, literally one tombstone to end the match. And that's when Kane comes in, lights go out, pyro goes off. And this is the first time we've ever been introduced to Kane. If we go back a little bit and we see Undertaker and Paul Bear still having their falling out, and then Paul Bear reveals that Kane is still alive, your brother's still alive. You could see the character development change in The Undertaker. Mind you, Undertaker debuted in 1990, and he's always been stoic. No face, no case. Doesn't break character. You never seen any human emotion from Undertaker. He's just been a straight shooter, and he played the dead man to a T. But just hearing the fact that his brother is alive, and the fact that he's coming, you've seen, well, pause, but we've seen the character development in Undertaker as he was shocked and worried about Kane. As we move forward, Undertaker doesn't believe. He tells us his side of the story. So now we have a storyline. We're actually getting a personal side of the Undertaker. We're actually getting some sort of plot, understanding who Kane is without knowing. There's no pictures, there's no promos, there's no vignettes. We don't know who Kane looks like, but we can assume Undertaker is 6'10", 6'11", 320 pounds. We could assume his brother, whoever is going to be his brother, is going to be at least 6'10", 300 pounds. A beast. A beast at that. We don't even know how many scars with the burn. We don't know what the character looks like, but we just know the imagery of someone who's going to be a big man in the industry. Now, we understand Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, they've been feuding. They had the ground match at Ground Zero that ended in no contest, and that was leading up to this moment. Everything was a part of helping bring Kane in at the highest element, at the highest moment ever. So if we go back to Hell in a Cell, Shawn Michaels gets knocked off the cell. Undertaker steps on his fingers. He goes to the announce table. There's also a spot where The Undertaker holds a pile driver from Shawn Michaels on the steel steps, and that was such a nasty sound. If you go back and watch the match, it's about 38 minutes, but it's worth the watch. It's worth the watch. We get to a point where Undertaker busts open Shawn Michaels. He's bleeding profusely. We already know that the end is written for Shawn Michaels right there. We get the classic throat cut, lights go out, Kane. You hear his music, we get that deep red. They had the colors in that night, deep red. And then we see this 7-foot figure. Back in the day, Kane, Glenn Jacobs, was dazed. Easily 320, 330. Comes down and rips the door off the hinges to the cell. I don't know, man. Like, if that's going to excite anybody, that's the moment right there. Mind you, the door was chained. He rips the door off the hinges. He gets into the ring over the top rope. Now we have Undertaker and Kane face to face. Face to face, and Kane looks slightly taller. You have Undertaker in shock, not knowing what the hell's going on. This is the first time, again, storyline wise, this is the first time he's laid eyes on Kane in a WWE ring. Hasn't seen his little brother in years. Kane lets the pyro off. Undertaker's looking around, doesn't know what's going on. King scoops him up, drills him with a tombstone. Shawn Michaels puts his arm over him. 1, 2, 3. Kane built a career off of that. I think that's the greatest debut in WWE history. What other thing can pale in comparison to that? There's nothing there. Kane came in off the name of the Undertaker and shot straight to the top simply because he interfered in a high caliber main event and he did his part. Menacing 7 foot tall, big red machine at Bad Blood. It doesn't get any better than that because we already got the precursor, we got the storyline. We didn't see any vignettes. We never seen anything. We didn't see Kane is coming, but he pulled up and he made his presence known. And he continued to do that. Kane was a menace for The Undertaker in 97 up until they had their first match at WrestleMania 14. You remember Shawn Michaels and Undertaker ran that back in the casket match. Taker had Shawn tombstone piledriver into the casket. Tried to put him away. DX comes out, cooks him. Kane makes it seem like he's helping out. Choke slam. Put him into the casket. Chain him up. Lit him on fire. Again, something that's storyline driven. Something that shows that, okay, he's a bad guy. He's getting his retribution. You got everyone pulled in. So it had purpose. So we had plot. We had purpose. We had the figure. Again, we're talking, 7 foot 330. Easy. Easy. And then the work that he was putting in on everyone else. He cooked Vader. Made Vader look like light work. Man, I don't know. You guys tell me if you guys think differently. But I don't think anyone else in the Attitude Era or even any era following that had a better debut than Kane. Let me know.